Season 65, War number 10. Today we matched against Tuga, and the bans are Bastion, Onslaught, Scorpion, Symbiote Supreme, and Serpent. And my team today is Vox, Mr. Knight, and Spiral. And of course, we're going to be doing some fun things with the rank 5 Mr. Knight today. I knew this was going to be one of the first things I'd want to do, obviously, as soon as I get him to rank 5, was to do some cool things on the war map. And we'll be taking 4 fights with Mr. Knight today. Most of them, I wouldn't say are like, this is what I want to show in a Mr. Knight showcase, because this is what he's truly great for. But there are definitely a couple fights that I think are really cool for sure. And we'll start off against this Nefaria, which this is essentially a nodeless Nefaria, so we can just get a good look at how his damage and cycle works and stuff. And yeah, he hits very hard on the light attacks. That's kind of like his whole thing, is getting these light proficiencies up. And then you'll hit very hard on the lights, and then once you cycle into your full moon phase, then you'll get guaranteed crit lights, so they hit harder even more often. And then of course the defender's just going to die after you use a certain amount of light attacks. But yeah, that's Count Nefaria, pretty fast fight, but I mean, there's no nodes on it, so. A lot of cool fights in this video actually do come from Spiral, because this is a fight that I really enjoyed showing off the utility for, that Spiral has. Spiral's Sig ability, it has the duration reduction on poison, shock, and incinerate effects, so we'll of course use that to our advantage against the Man-Thing here, to where if he would place a poison on us, we can reduce the duration even enough to where it might just not even appear. And then also, when he places the Tranquilize on us eventually, Spiral's Fervors are going to increase the ability accuracy of us placing Ruptures by enough to where the Tranquilize really won't be affecting us too much, which we will see in a moment after he drops the special 2, which I think I'm going to go ahead and bait right here. He does go for heavy, and then I go ahead and bait it, and we go ahead and combo back in, and we're still able to place Ruptures, which is pretty cool, even with the Tranquilize still active. As you can see, we got on all our hits there. And then I'll drop a special 2 because we can do a bunch of damage on the special 2 with all the Ruptures we placed. And yeah, I'm just going to go back and hit him. As you can see, he nullified the Pustule buff, placed the armor break on me, but the poison, we reduced the duration by so much to where it's just not even on us. And then I'll go for my special 1 here just to kill him. And that's Man-Thing. So, very simple fight. We'll move on to section 2 now, where we're going to go fight Solvarch on node 20. And this is a pretty easy fight for Vox because he's immune to power drain, and you just do a ridiculous amount of damage on your degens to where you don't need to worry about his regen too much. I'm still going to at least try to not play into the strike counter like an insane amount. He does get a lot of vitalities there, of course, but I'm not too concerned about it. Once we get a big enough degen cycle, I can kill him at full health anyway. And there are gonna be some instances where it's like, yeah, he's gonna have to trigger the regen here, especially when he drops a special 2, because I'm not taking the whole thing on the block. But it's overall, like, he's down to 50% here, and we have like 30 degens coming in, so I'm not too concerned. Yeah, 35 go right there, and I can just slowly combo him down. I think I do just slow down my combos a little bit, not too much, because I know it doesn't really matter too much when the degens are taking that hard anyway. So yeah, I mean, nothing to that fight at all. And we'll move on to fight Spider-Woman next on node 29. And for this one, it's pretty simple if I have the Odin pre-fight. Mr. Knight's very, very good at fighting Spider-Woman. If you can keep the Tranquilize up enough, then you'll be able to just shut off her debuff placement application. And then you also can place a panic on her, which I'm going to do right here. And it's pretty easy to keep the panic up. All you need to do is try to stay aggressive in countering her heavies and her special attacks, ideally with light attacks too. But once you get 2 of those injury passives up, then you don't need to worry about using light attacks specifically. And so I didn't place a lot of Tranquilize early on, but I finally started getting some more active here, because the way you place the Tranquilize is by doing the whole heavier special punish with your attacks when you have a certain amount of injuries up, or doing a well-timed block. And I just wasn't doing too many well-timed blocks in this fight, and that's kind of how I ended up getting a bunch of debilitates on me and stuff, which is annoying because inequity, but we kill her with the special 2 anyway, and honestly, very simple and easy fight, even with the attack reduction, and I didn't stack up enough Tranquilize early on in the fight as I should have. Alright, now we're going to go fight Absorbing Man. with Mr. Knight. Is there any real reason why Mr. Knight should be taking this fight? Honestly, no, but I could do it, so why the hell not? I don't want to go crazy with my own fights too much, but when I'm using my new rank 5 for the first time, I might as well. And I did have a very solid game plan for how this one was going to work. We're going to jump to the special 2 immediately, and I'm doing that so I can get this pause. What that pause is going to do is once I trigger my full moon phase, which I'll remind you is my phase where my light attacks are guaranteed crits, the pause is going to pause that full moon phase, and that's going to make it to where I have a much longer period of time where I have those guaranteed crit lights, and that's what I want to stay in. So we can utilize the injury passives that we placed on Absorbing Man to ignore his physical resistance. So if he stays in the Uru form, it doesn't really do that bad for us because one, we're guaranteed critting pretty much all the time anyway, so I don't need to worry too much about their resistance in general. And then like the little resistance we don't go through, we can just go ahead and utilize the injuries to get past. And we get another special 2 off here, which is great. We can extend the full moon duration even further. And yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and bait one more heavy, do our light attacks, and he goes down. So pretty cool to also show that Mr. Knight doesn't need his debuffs to do damage and stuff, as you can see there. Because, yeah, we didn't have the Tranquilize, didn't have the Panic, but we didn't need it, because our damage just comes from those big light attacks. We don't need any red numbers or anything. So, next up, we're going to go fight Pavitr Pabarkar, and this is just another fight where Panic is pretty good. I don't think I have great uptime on the Panic in this fight, because I just wasn't getting things lined up right. I wasn't punishing his heavy attacks very often. And it was a little bit difficult to do because of the Bubble Shield node. And yeah, I could have definitely played this fight better. And again, this is kind of like Abs, where it's like, there's not a great reason for why Mr. Knight should be doing this. I just wanted to use my new rank 5. And I did eat the special 2 there, but it's all good. And my Panic is going to fall off here, but I can go ahead and get it back once I drop my special 1. And then we'll just do a light attack as soon as I walk up to him. And then now we do those guaranteed crit light attacks. As you can see, they do a bunch of damage here. I can't pause the form, unfortunately, but it's not a big deal. I'm going to go ahead and get the sleep, and then we'll hit him a bunch, and we get one light attack crit, and he goes down. So we were able to lock down the fight pretty well once we got to that point. That's the last of Mr. Knight fights. We have 2 more with Spiral and 1 more with Vox, starting with Nova on node 43. And yeah, like anytime a Cosmic is placed on node 43, it's just always going to be Spiral because, again, her Sig ability is just cracked. The fact that she's ascendable is just cracked. So you get a much greater advantage against all the defenders than other champs would have. And yeah, there's just like not a Cosmic champ that she's bad for other than Deathless Thanos. And so against Nova here, I actually did eat his special 1 because I dashed in thinking I'd be able to block fast enough. I don't know why I thought that because it's a double medium champ. I have a much longer amount of time between doing the medium attack and being able to block than most champs. And there's just like no real reason to do it anyway. But yeah, just pretend that didn't even happen. And then I'll go ahead and drop another special 1 here. I like doing special 1s more than special 2s with Spiral. I've had people ask me why I do only special 1s mainly. It's oftentimes just because of the power steal and also just to place a lot more ruptures because, yeah, you do a crazy amount of damage with the special attacks, but also, like, look at the end fight screen. We did 53% of the damage in that fight by rupture damage, so I also just prefer to, like, stack a bunch of ruptures at times, which the special 1 is very good for, rather than doing the hit damage on the special 2. So, anyway, we're going to go fight Serpent now on node 46. This is probably my worst attempt at this fight. As you can see, the beginning of the fight, he did hit me, but he actually backed off, which was kind of nice of him. I don't know why he did that. And then he dropped a special on my block, which also kind of sucks, but it's whatever. I'm going to go ahead and drop my special 1 here, and we get a really nice amount of power steal with the power gain that he had, of course. And everything's going pretty well. We're getting him close to the corner, and I wasn't sure if I really wanted to bait his special 2 there or not. We ended up baiting it, and I actually ate it to the face because I dexed too early. And then I dropped a special 1 in the middle of the air. I'm like, okay, so I'm actually throwing this fight so bad. Luckily, she recovers from the animation fast enough to where I can recover in good time and block it, but Yeah, that's definitely not ideal at all. But we do keep him at 3 bars of power for a while, and we are able to do a bunch of damage to him during that time. I can eat a special 3 in this fight. I'm not worried about that. I just can't eat multiple special 3s. So that's my one get out of jail free card, essentially. I dex the heavy in the corner. I'm going to go ahead and drop my special 1 here, waiting a little bit before he gets the power gain, and I got too much power, so we drop a special 2 instead. Which is not good, because I want to use the power steal. And luckily, he dropped his special 2, like, as soon as we got out of my special animation and stuff, but that was almost really bad. Anyway, I'm going to continue to hit him, then I fire my Dancing Blades, destroy the death immunity, and everything's fine. But yeah, that was a very sketch fight. Definitely my worst attempt at that one over the season, and I've done that fight like 4 or 5 times. So next up, we're gonna go fight Lizard on node 48. I have no idea why Lizard is placed here, and it was so random that like I actually had to like ask people, like, is there a reason Lizard is actually placed on this node? Because usually Lizard is only placed on a node where you can gain buffs, so that you can convert them into unstoppable, and there's no buffs here. So essentially, the only thing that he's good for on this node is Force of Will is active, so you can't actually fail the regens that he'd get, whereas I guess a lot of skill champs would try to fail the regens from ability accuracy reduction and stuff, but yeah, we can also just use Vox, who does all his damage in big degens and go through the safeguard node like it's butter. So I wanted to consume my degens back, but he just kept dashing back after his block trying to get an opening. So that really sucked, but it's alright. It's the same thing as last war against the Photon, where it's just I'm trying to save my degens and they just won't let me. But it's whatever. We can place another cycle in just a moment, and I don't think it's going to be a big enough cycle to kill because I couldn't consume them back to get a bigger cycle, but we still place 22. If I play aggressive enough, that definitely can kill him. I just don't remember if I actually can play aggressive enough, and ideally I get the pause. I don't think I'm going to get the pause in this fight. In fact, we're just going to extend the ruptures as much as I can. I keep saying ruptures, it's degens, and we leave him at 4%. So one more tick would have killed him, which sucks a little bit, but we can just go ahead and place another set right there, and he's dead. So yeah, no issues for Vox there, and that's my war. So we did win the war pretty convincingly. I think it was 17-3, and yeah, putting up 3 deaths is pretty good. We definitely do not hit 3 death counts very often, so proud of the guys for this one. We do need to win the next 2 if we want to get in Masters, so hopefully that'll happen, but this was a good first step to that. So anyway, thanks for watching the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.